Who... Who are you?
It's just a dream. Just relax and enjoy it.
Laura, can we stop for a minute? Unfortunately, General Spielsdorf will not be able to come to us anytime soon.
And how soon does he come?
Not till autumn. Not for 2 months, I dare say. And I'm very glad now that you never got to meet his daughter.
And why?
Because the poor young lady is dead. Here is the General's letter explaining everything. I am afraid he is in great affliction. The letter appears to me to have been written very nearly and in distraction.
General Spielsdorf had mentioned that she was not so well as he would wish her, but there was nothing to suggest the remotest suspicion of danger.
I'm sorry, Laura. If you wish to do so, you can go ahead and read it as many times as you like.
I have lost my darling daughter. During the last days of dear Bertha's illness, I was not able to write to you. Before then, I had no idea of her danger. I have lost her, and now learn all too late. The fiend who betrayed our infatuated hospitality has done it all. I thought I was receiving into my house innocence, gaiety, a charming companion for my lost Bertha. I thank God my child died without a suspicion of the cause of her sufferings. I devote my remaining days to tracking and extinguishing a monster. I cannot write or talk collectedly now. I am distracted. Sometime in the autumn, 2 months hence, or earlier if I live, I will see you. I will then tell you all that I scarce dare put upon paper now. Farewell. Pray for me, dear friend.
Good evening, monsieur. Did you show the latte to Laura?
Oh, Madam Peregrine, good evening. Yeah, I did. But wait a minute, what are you doing out here? Did something happen?
Not at all, monsieur. He came out to enjoy the light of the moon.
The moon?
The moon this night is full of spiritual energy. And see, when you look behind you at the front of the schloss, how the windows shining like silver. As if the moon itself had lighted up the rooms to receive fairy guests.
Yeah, I suppose it is quite pretty. But unfortunately I have got into one of my moping moods tonight. I feel as if some great misfortune is hanging over us. I suppose it's because of the poor General's letter. Huh?
What is happening down there?
It seemed to be the traveling carriage of a person of rank.
Yeah, get out of here! Yeah!
Oh my god.
This can't be happening!
Are you alright? Let me help. I used to be a medic. Her pulse is faint and irregular, but still distinguishable. Your daughter will most definitely live.
Who was ever being so born to calamity? Here am I, on a journey of life and death, in prosecuting which to lose an hour is possibly to lose all. My child will not have recovered sufficiently to resume her route for who can say how long. I must leave her. I cannot, dare not delay. How far on, sir, can you tell is the nearest village? I must leave her there, and shall not see my darling, or even hear of her till my return, 3 months hence.
Oh, Papa, pray ask her to let her stay with us. It would be so delightful. Do, pray.
Excuse me. May I have a word? I was thinking, and you might not even need to go to the village at all. You see, if my lady will entrust her child to the care of my daughter, and of her good governess Madame Peregrine, and permit her to remain as our guest under my charge until her return, it will confer a distinction and an obligation upon us. And of course we will be glad to treat her with all the care and devotion which so sacred a trust deserves.
I cannot do that, sir. It would be to task your kindness and chivalry too cruelly.
On the contrary, it would in fact be to confer on us a very great kindness at the moment when we most need it. My daughter has just been disappointed by a cruel misfortune, in a visit from which she had long anticipated a great deal of happiness. And besides that, if you confide this young lady to our care, it will be her best consolation. After all, the nearest village on your route is distant, and affords no such accommodations as you could think of placing your daughter. You obviously cannot allow her to continue her journey for any considerable distance without putting her in danger. And if, as you say, you cannot suspend your journey, you must part with her tonight, and nowhere could you do so with more honest assurances of care and tenderness than here.
I am making a long journey of vital importance. I shall return for my child in 3 months. In the meantime, she will be silent as to who we are, whence we came, and whither we are travelling.
If that is what you wish, then it shall be.
Hit 'em up and move 'em out, boys! Yeah, yeah!
Where is Mama? Where am I? What is this place?
You had an accident, sweetie. Everything is okay. Your mother left you here, and she will return for you very soon.
I don't see the carriage. And Matska, where is she?
They are all gone, sweetie. This will be your home until their return.
Do not approach. One at a time is as much as she can deal with at the moment. A very little excitement would possibly overpower her.
As soon as she is comfortably in bed, I will run up to her room and see her.
Madame Peregrine, please come and sit with us. You deserve some rest after all of your hard work.
How do you like our guest? Tell me all about her.
I like her extremely. I think she is the prettiest girl I've ever seen. She is about your age, and absolutely beautiful.
Did you remark what an ill-looking pack of men the servants were? Ugly hangdog-looking fellows as ever I beheld in my life. I really hope I have not done a very foolish thing in taking charge of this young lady.
Oh. Here is the doctor. Did you finish checking her already?
Yes, indeed. She is now sitting up. Her pulse is quite regular, in fact it's perfectly well. She had sustained no injury, and the little shock to her nerves had passed away quite harmlessly.
Do you think it is possible for Laura to pay her a visit?
Well, there could certainly be no harm in seeing her. That is of course only if the young lady wishes to do so.
It's okay. You can go on and pay her a visit.
Don't run. You'll frighten your new girlfriend.
You know, Madame Peridon, I'm really glad that Laura will have someone her age to be her friend. It could get rather lonely here in this schloss.